It's time for the match game. Hollywood Squares. Our with from Dallas, Audrey Landers. From Days of Our Lives, Shawn Stevens. Fred Travalena. Nedra Volz. Arsenio. And the stars of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bowman.
As Gene Wood has told you, this is the match game Hollywood Squares Hour. Right so far?
I agree.
All right. What do you want to do?
Let's do two shows, Match Game and Hollywood Squares.
Which do you want to do?
I'll do Hollywood Squares.
All right. You go over
You
there.
do the one that's left.
I'll do the match game, and you go over here and have a seat here. Now, would you join us all here in welcoming our stars? Hello, stars. Everyone all set to have a go at this?
Oh,
Ooh,
Right.
hi, Nedra.
hello.
Look at that lace.
You
Isn't
can
that
touch
beautiful?
me. It's okay.
Okay.
I can't touch you, though.
Yes,
'cause
you may
you're a
touch me.
star.
Mr. Rayburn,
Hi, how are you? Good.
I'm doing all
Hey,
right.
Fred, what's new in your world of mimicry?
Well, truly, I just came back from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And they have a new thing now, celebrity sound-alike products that are coming out. For instance, in the new cars, they have seatbelt warnings.
Right.
You do not have your keys in. You do not buckle your belt.
Well, they got a new thing now. Jack Nicholson's doing the seatbelt thing. He says, well, Jerko, you didn't buckle up your seatbelts, and we're not going anyplace, because if you hit the windshield at 60 miles an hour, you'll probably go through it in 5 easy pieces.
Now
to a
let's
good
all
start.
greet our two players here, Dave Harden and Rita Martinez. Welcome. Now, Dave, let's find out about you, please.
Well, Gene, I'm a region manager with a savings and loan here in Southern California. My wife and I are the parents of 4 small boys, ages 2, 4, 6, and 9.
They keep you busy.
They keep us real busy.
But they're a lot of fun, though, aren't they?
They're great.
You
They're great.
really enjoy them.
Oh, I love them.
That's
I love
wonderful,
them.
Dave. Hi, Rita. Tell us about you, please.
Hi, I live in Rialto, California. I'm married, have 4 children and 2 lovely grandchildren.
You have grandchildren?
I do indeed.
You're lying to me.
No, I'm not.
You don't look more than 28. Does she look a day over 28, I ask you? No, she doesn't.
I'm 30.
Okay, good luck to both of you. Here's the way it goes. Each of you will have 3 opportunities to match as many of our stars as you can. The one who's done that most often at the end of the 3rd round will be the winner and go on to challenge our returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. Now, Dave, you won the toss. That means you go first. A or B, please?
A, please.
A it is. This is what it says. Nellie the nurse said, those doctors don't take anything seriously. Today in the operating room, they were playing catch with a lady's blank. Bunch of doctors who didn't take things too seriously. Ready? Okay, well, we're waiting for Shawn.
I got it here.
You got it?
Little
Okay,
fancy
Shawn's got
artwork.
it.
Got it.
Here we go, Dave. Nellie the nurse said those doctors don't take anything seriously. Today in the operating room, they were playing catch with a lady's blank.
Appendix?
Appendix. Anything. That's okay. What were you after, as you indicated, Dave? Anything that, you know, that one might be operating on. What'd you say, Fred?
Well, I didn't say that, but golly, that's a shame. I wouldn't want to be in that operating room for no reason at all. Golly, I said, gallbladder.
How does he sing that way and talk so funny?
Why? Because, well, what happened to him was, what happened in the Army was, I used to talk way down here, and I put on these very tight jacket shorts, and my voice went way up there. Golly.
I've often wondered about that, Fred. Hello, Arsenio. Today in the operating room, they're playing catch with a lady's wife.
I went with heart.
Lady's heart, okay, that's good. You are a snappy dresser, Arsenio. Arsenio is a snappy dresser. Look at that pinstripe, or what is that? That's not a pinstripe. What is that?
Thank you. This is Audrey's suit. What is this, Audrey?
What is it?
Handsome.
It is a handsome suit, isn't it?
Gene, after I wrote this, it occurred to me that the lady would probably be dead if they were playing with this. It's not too expendable.
Hearts, all right. 2 hearts. Well, these are a bunch of goofy guys we're referring to in some operating room somewhere. They don't take anything seriously. In the operating room, they were playing catch with the ladies.
Well, I also thought that these surgeons would cut right through to the heart of the matter.
All right. Dave's looking for an appendix, Nedra. Have you got an appendix for Dave?
I don't have an appendix myself.
You don't?
No. I have a stomach. Boy, have I got a stomach.
You have a big heart, Nedra.
You lost your appendix years ago, did you?
Oh, yes.
Right.
When I lost a lot of other things.
Oh. We will not explore that subject any further.
I hope not.
Hello, Audrey.
Hi. I said a heart, too.
You said a heart. Now, wait a minute.
When she says it, there's what?
What is this? I want your names and addresses right now.
Shawn.
Yes.
When you look like Audrey, you can give those dumb answers, and they won't go. Oh, you see?
She can say,
Banana.
Right. Right. You got it. You got the idea. That's the way it goes. Hello, Rita. Ready for yours?
Ready.
Let's see what yours says.
He likes it.
Uh-oh.
You really want to do this, huh? Okay. Elizabeth Taylor has decided to give up acting and become a ballerina. Instead of a tutu, she'll be wearing a blank. Oh, let your imaginations roam here. This is a wonderful question. Okay, instead of a tutu, she'll be wearing a...
I'm writing the letter. It's okay. I'm
All right,
ready.
just put it right in the slot there. Okay, Shawn?
Yeah.
Right. Elizabeth Taylor, Rita, has decided to give up acting and become a ballerina. Instead of a tutu, she'll be wearing a blank.
Maternity smock.
A maternity smock. Well, she's a grandmother, you know. She's used to having children around and all that sort of thing. Fred, what do you say to this? Instead of a tutu, she'll be wearing a...
Well, I'm going to say this, and it's kind of, I'm going to say it as Richard Burton. Because I know Elizabeth many years, and I said that she would be wearing a circus tent.
All right. We're looking for a maternity smock, Arsenio. No?
I got camping tent.
A camping tent.
I'm sorry. Oh, they're
It just occurred to me, it may come up, but there's one really cute answer to this. Maybe Shawn has it. What did you say?
No, I'm with Fred.
Circus tent. So we have 3 tents in the upper tier. Let's see what we've got in the lower tier to this. Instead of a tutu, she'll be wearing a what, John?
I may be cute enough for
Give
you
us
here,
a cute
Gene.
answer.
Yes, because as we know, Elizabeth, although she's short, is no longer precisely petite. So I said that since she couldn't fit into a tutu, she would have to wear a 4-4.
There's the cute answer. A tutu, a 4-4.
That's hot.
That's a cute answer. John, you came up with a cute answer. A 2-2, a 3-3, a 4-4, anything like
Real
that.
cute, John.
Yeah, but are we trying to... This lady's going to be eating red beans and rice next week. We're trying to match. This is
I
the
hope
match
so.
game.
That's very nourishing. Oh, I love red beans and rice. Do you, Nedra?
No.
No. Okay.
And I said, Omar the Tent Maker Special.
Omar the Tent Maker Special.
That's
That
what
would be
I
a
said.
tent. All right. Audrey, looking for a maternity smock.
No, and I have to say I'm a big fan of hers, but I said a girdle.
A girdle.
She could say banana, Uncle Gene.
That's
she
right.
Could say apple.
I think the three of us should move
anything
down
she
there
wants.
on the bottom row.
So, neither of you have matched any of our stars in the first round, but that's a tough round. You'll get hot a little bit later, I hope. First, we've got a couple of messages for you. Hurry back, see what happens. Here we go. Round 2 coming up. We have a scoreless tie here. And what happens when we have a tie, we alternate the beginning person. So in this case, Rita, it will be you since he went first last time.
I'll take A, please.
All right. A is for Rita. Sylvia said, she said, ever since my husband got a job at the nuclear power plant, I haven't been able to sleep. His blank glows in the dark.
you know my name backwards is Ornicera, and it means...
Ornicera.
Yeah, and it means little demented one in Greek.
Oh, it does.
I'll buy that.
Were you tuned in today? He told us what Arsenio means in Greek. Did you hear that? Tell him, Arsenio.
Well, it's a very unique word. Arsenio means Leroy in Greek. It's a great thing. Gene's into the languages.
Shawn, did you put yours in the slot?
Yeah, she's there.
All right, Arsenio, would you put yours in the slot? Now, here we go with Rita.
Push it in.
Sylvia said, ever since my husband got a job at the nuclear power plant, I hadn't been able to sleep. His blank glows in the dark.
His nose.
His nose, says Rita. Okay. Do we have a nose over here?
Well, I was thinking like Carl Malden when I heard nose. But I encompassed the whole thing. I said face.
His face glows in the dark. Well, all right.
Hey.
That's Rich Little's family. That's who that is. I just recognized
They're
it.
on your case.
I got head. I went with the whole...
Yeah.
This is a great crowd.
They're wonderful.
I want to see if I have any more luck than Fred. I said face.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just how
2 faces and 1 head so far, but what we're looking for is a nose, John. Really? I haven't been able to sleep because
Here's one, Gene.
Yeah, you've got a beaut there. Well, makeup. Let's darken his nose.
Fortunately, my last answer was cute. Well, if this ever happened to me, it would not only disturb my wife, but could wake up the entire neighborhood. Nose.
There's one for Rita. Hello, Nedra.
Nose glows.
The nose glows. All right. 2 for Rita. The nose glows. Audrey.
The nose glows.
The nose glows. You have a claque out there rooting for you? Your family here?
Yes.
All those grandchildren and everybody is out there clapping away for you? All right. Rita has 3. Dave, let's see if you keep up with her. Farmer Bob is really absent-minded.
How absent-minded.
A little more rehearsal, I think, for this punch there. Yesterday, instead of his cow, I saw him milking his blank. That's how absent-minded he is. Farmer Brown. Instead of his cow, I saw him milking his... All right.
Oh.
No.
No, Arsenio's changing his mind. All right, here we go. Dave, Farmer Bob is really absent-minded. Yesterday, instead of his cow, I saw him milking his blank.
His wife.
Well,
Sick
Sick crowd, Gene.
Sick boy.
I was afraid to write that.
you were afraid to write that?
So was I.
Dave wasn't
I was
afraid
scared to write that, you know?
Why? There's nothing to be afraid
the
of.
visual image is so frightening of a man milking his wife.
You mustn't take the show too literally, Arsenio.
Well, when I was on the farm in Georgia, I was absent-minded too. I never could forget my brother, though. But
You tried, though.
I said, his tractor.
Milking his tractor.
Which is very hard on the hands.
That's right. All right, Arsenio.
I had elephant at first, and I changed it to horse, and...
Milking his
both
horse.
are stupid answers.
Yeah.
Booming.
No, anything on the farm.
Thank you.
Anything
Oh,
on a farm is okay,
Very
Arsenio.
responsive.
Okay.
Right. Hello, Shawn.
Well, like Arsenio, I thought of that visual image, and
You shied away from it?
I shied away from it for a moment, but then I decided to go for it.
Aha! Ray, did you see what he wrote in parentheses? Sorry, Grandma. There. Okay, instead of his cow, I saw him milking his...
Well, as co-host of the show, Gene, I was a bit concerned about maintaining my dignity here, but fortunately, Dave bailed me out by giving the same sick, demented answer. Wife!
Okay, 3-2 to score. Nedra, are you going to help Dave score?
No, I'm sorry I couldn't help because I said he was milking a chicken.
Milking a chicken.
That's not easy.
That's not easy, it's right.
It's a lovely image, though.
Impossible.
I almost said wife. I threw it away and changed it to his 3 little piggies.
3 little piggies. All right. Just catching up, Dave. It's now 3-2 in Rita's favor. Round 3, the final round coming up right after this. Here we go. is the third and final round. And we will find out which of you will be the winner here. Rita, you're ahead. That means you have to go first.
A, please.
Right. A. Duke, the discus thrower, said, "There's sabotage at the Olympics. Somebody put blank on my discus." Who get that? The discus thrower said there's sabotage. You do not write. You do not write. You do not write. Shawn's ready. All right. Fred's about ready. Fred is ready. Here we go. Duke, the discus thrower, said, "There's sabotage at this Olympics. Somebody put blank on my discus."
Silly putty.
Silly putty? What would that do?
Well, it sticks.
Oh, I see.
See,
So
it sticks.
it would
It doesn't
be
go as
difficult
far.
for him to... Yeah.
No.
You think any of the dingbats over here thought of silly putty, Rita?
I can read their eyes and know.
Oh, right. Fred,
Well,
silly
I'll tell
putty.
you something. In Russia, whenever we have sabotaging of the Olympics, you can always count at 3 in the morning you hearing this noise.
The police are getting
I said super glue.
Super glue.
Yes.
That would make it very difficult. Good answer. Difficult to throw a discus with super glue
I think
on it.
basically we had the same sticky kind of idea, but we went with super or crazy glue.
Super crazy, yeah.
How Oxford.
She
You're so
thought
kind.
silly putty would make it stick real hard, but I guess super glue would make it stick even more than silly putty. Okay.
Now it's back on. Yeah.
All right, now, here's the way it is, Dave. You need 1 to tie and 2 to win.
Okay.
Ready? Here we go. Who plays? Shawn and John do not play. The rest of you do. Old Pete the prospector said, "Do you do an old man?"
Yes, I do.
All right. I'll do the narrative part, and
What?
you do the
What?
You do the old man.
You know, that Reagan's a young guy.
Old Pete the prospector said,
Not much is left of my gold mine since I got divorced. Couldn't be a Carson question, could it?
No.
My wife took the gold, and all I got was the...
Was the blank. All right. Everybody understand that? Pete the prospector. Not much is left of my gold mine since I got divorced. My wife took the gold, and all I got was the blank. Did you hear all that, Dave?
Yes.
All right, sir. Perfect. You're the perfect person, Arsenio.
I'm not ready yet.
You got it. Yeah. Everybody ready?
No.
No?
No, I thought of a better one.
Yours in the slot,
Stick it,
Arsenio. Is your memory failing, Arsenio?
I just keep forgetting to stick it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
You older men, you have trouble with remembering things like this. All right, Dave. 1 to tie, 2 to win. Old Pete the prospector said, "Not much is left of my gold mine since I got divorced. My wife took the gold, and all I got was the blank."
The shaft.
The shaft. All right. I think it's a reasonably good answer over there.
You know, it's sometimes people think alike and sometimes they don't think alike, but I want to answer this one as John Houseman.
All right, how would John Houseman say this?
Well, you know, in this country, we never reheat burgers. But on the match game, one thing we always try to do is match 'em.
You got it. Now,
the shaft.
We have a tie score. One more shaft. And I did not use the past participle there. What do you say, Arsenio?
I'm a big Days of Our Lives fan and a big Shawn fan, and I wanted these women to scream for me, so I put shaft.
Okay, so Dave wins the game. Come on down here, Dave. All right, congratulations to you. You're going to have a go at the big money on the Hollywood Squares, so hang around right here. Well, Rita, it was great to meet such a young-looking grandmother as you. We're going to send some gifts to you from Match Game. Many thanks for being here, Rita Martinez. How do you feel?
Great.
Good. All right, it's time now to switch to Hollywood Squares. Here comes the rest of our set. There it is in place. Aye, that's a bit of magic as far as I'm concerned. We're going to bring on 3 more celebrities, Dave. I'm going to change places with the host of Hollywood Squares, John Bauman. We've got lots more excitement coming up here. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Quasar's stylish video cassette recorder. Combines the convenience of front-loading with the performance of a true track 4-head system furnished by Quasar. And now, it's time for more of the match game. Hollywood Squares, our wit from the Fall Guy, Markie Post. From Goodnight Beantown, Jim Staahl. Blake Clark. And taking over, the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bauman.
And we'll be right back. That means you.
And now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Squares.
Thank you. Welcome to the second half of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. And with me, I have Dave Harden, who has somehow survived the Match Game competition. Also, we have Jim, Blake, and Markie. Markie Post. Did I hear that on a recent episode of The Fall Guy, you were kidnapped?
I was? I think it was last week or the week. Oh, I was kidnapped out of the ocean.
Markie, it's that kind of crowd today. You got to be careful.
Yes, I see that. I see that. I was kidnapped out of the ocean, a la Jaws. It's very exciting. It was very exciting.
Well, we're glad that they ransomed you and that you're back with us.
Yes,
Dave, I'm sure you're glad too, and I'm sure you're very excited to play Hollywood Squares. Here we go. Let's get into action.
Yeah, we should talk about it.
And before we start, we will meet our defending champion back once again. Her name is Lori Gauze. She has a total of 26,250 smackaroos. Not bad. Lori, it's your 5th day. You have any plans for what you might do with this amount of money? You won $20,000 yesterday, as I remember.
I'm thinking about what Hawaii's like about this time of the year.
I'm a great tour guide, John.
Yes. I'm sure some of these members of the Friends of Lori Gauze Society will be happy to help you plan what to do with your newfound winnings. But first, we got to play Hollywood Squares at least one more time. Okay, we play it until you hear the time's up bell. Whoever is ahead at that time is the winner. Goes on to play our super match for up to $30,000. Now, first game is worth $100 plus $25 for every square that either of you captures. Our champion always has the privilege of starting. That is you, Lori. Pick a star and let's go.
Okay, Gene.
Gene Rayburn.
Yes, I'm ready.
If you had an Irish toothache, Gene, what would your condition be?
An Irish toothache?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, it's a well-known fact that over there it's a euphemism for having a hangover. You know, you wake up in the morning and your whole head aches, beginning with the jaw all the way to the top of your head.
Okay, Lori. Gene says that an Irish toothache is a hangover. Agree or disagree for the first square?
I'm going to agree.
If you had an Irish toothache, you'd be pregnant. No, you should have disagreed, and your opponent gets the square. Okay, Dave, you got the first square and $25. Pick a star for me.
Okay, Audrey Landers, please.
Audrey.
Okay.
You're a gorilla.
Okay.
Do you really beat your chest, or did they make that up for the movies?
Audrey, you animal.
Well, I have been to the zoo, and I have seen gorillas beat their chests, so I'll say they do.
Okay.
We got a lot of gorillas in the audience.
Yes, and I think they want Audrey to beat her chest.
I think they want to beat Audrey's chest.
Dave, Audrey says that a gorilla really does beat his chest. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
Yes, gorillas really do beat their chests. You were right to agree, and you get the square and another $25.
Okay.
All right, defending champ, pick a star.
Nedra to block.
Mm-hmm. You get this one, you do block. However, if you miss it, Dave takes the first game, a clean sweep. Nedra.
Yes.
You're on a budget.
I say.
But you need plastic surgery.
Oh, please.
Which of these operations costs less? Having your ears made smaller or having your breasts made smaller?
Well, I'm not too unhappy with my ears. I would say having your breasts made smaller.
Costs less. She says having your breasts made smaller costs less. Lori, agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Having your ears made smaller costs less. You are right to disagree, and you block. And we'll be back to complete the $100 game right after these messages. You come back too, you understand?
Stay tuned for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. Now, back to Shawn and the Hollywood Square.
If you could see what I could see. Okay, 50 for you, Dave, 25 for Lori so far. Dave, it's your turn at bat. Pick a star for me.
Markie, please.
Markie Post.
With her shoe right there on her.
Oh, yes, this is my lucky shoe.
Sean's been bringing his lucky frogs, as we know, every day this week, but he forgot his frog today.
No, they're napping. I promised them they didn't have to get up this morning.
Okay, next show. Markie, which will give you more liquid? Squeezing the juice from an average-sized prune or the daily accumulation of your foot's perspiration? It is a perfect coincidence that that shoe happened to be there.
Holy cow.
Isn't that amazing?
Let me see. Instinctually, I feel that it is... A prune is a dried fruit. Consequently, I would say most of the water would be absent from a prune, and I would say your foot would yield more water per day than a prune.
Dave, she says the daily accumulation of your foot's perspiration will give you more liquid than a prune. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
It is the daily accumulation of your foot's perspiration. You are right to agree, and you get that square. Lori, pick a star.
Prunes in your shoes.
Shawn the Block.
The frogless Shawn Stevens. You need some money, Shawn, so you decide
You got that right.
So you decide to run for governor. Which state is going to pay you more? New Jersey or Nevada?
It sounds to me like one of those trick questions. People would normally think Nevada, but then in order to not go with the obvious, they would say New Jersey, but it probably is Nevada.
Is that clear, Lori?
You got that right.
He said that Nevada would pay you more money if you were governor. Agree or disagree?
I'm going to disagree.
It is New Jersey. You were right to disagree, and
I'm
you get
from
the
New
square
Jersey,
and you
too.
do block.
I'm from New Jersey. I should have known that.
So you're from New Jersey. Are you governor? Dave, she blocked you there. Pick a square.
Arsenio to win, please.
Right. She hasn't blocked you here. Arsenio.
You notice I'm on my best behavior today.
So far.
Mark Goodson called my grandmother last night.
She said, well, if the boy act a fool, slap him into a coma.
So I'm trying to be real good, because I was a little crazy yesterday. Okay, here we go.
According to a study at Albert Einstein College of Medicine, Arsenio.
Yes.
What do adolescent boys worry about more? Flunking out of school or getting a girl pregnant?
That's nasty. Flunking out of school. I'll just have to go with probably what I thought. Flunking out of school, because once again, my grandmother, she would slap me into a coma. So she was real strict, and I would go with, flunking out of school.
Dave, Arsenio and his grandmother say that adolescent boys worry more about flunking out of school. For the game, do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Yes, it is. It's flunking out of school. You are right to agree. You get the square and win the game. Congratulations, Dave Harden. You have got the defending champion a bit on the ropes because you have won our game for $200 so far. 50 for you, Lori, but we will be right back with another game after this. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. This next game is worth $200, and once again, $25 for every square that either of you capture. The last game was won by Dave, our challenger, and that means that you get to start this one, Lori. Pick a square.
Markie, please.
Markie Post.
Ow! Ow!
Aren't they? They're consistent. Markie, instead of sewing up their patients, surgeons are now testing something new that practically eliminates scars. Is it super glue or the surgical zipper?
It's not super glue. It's a surgical zipper.
Lori, she says it's the surgical
fly,
zipper.
as they call it in the medical business.
Agree or disagree with the surgical zipper?
I agree.
It is the surgical zipper. You are right to agree. You get the first square. Okay, Dave Hardin, she's got an X. Pick a star for me.
Nedra, please.
Nedra Volz. Your fern is shriveling up and turning brown.
That's the truth, too.
What should you do? Give it more water or fertilize it?
Well, my plants all shrivel up and die. I just can't raise plants, but I think I should give them more fertilizer.
Okay, so Nedra says that...
Is that the way the question goes?
Yes, that's a good answer. She says that if your fern is shriveling up and turning brown, you should fertilize it. Agree or disagree, Dave?
I'll agree.
Nedra is right about her own plants. You should give it more water. She doesn't know how to raise plants, and your opponent gets the square. Okay, Lori, you got 2 X's up there now. Pick a star for me.
Audrey.
Audrey Landers.
What are you sitting on?
The new man in your life just spent the night with you in your apartment for the first time. We're falling right into this trap.
And his fern shriveled up and turned brown.
Does Cosmo recommend that you give this guy a little gift before he leaves in the morning? Or have you given him enough?
Well, I don't think I would give him a little gift in the morning.
Give him a big gift.
No, I think that I have given him enough.
Would you like to tell us about it, Audrey? Tell us the whole story.
Lori, she says that you've given this guy enough. No gift is necessary. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
You should give him a gift in the morning, according to Cosmo. No. You should have disagreed. Your opponent gets that square.
I thought he was supposed to give me a gift.
Yes. All right, Dave, your move.
Arsenio, please.
Arsenio Hall. You are bitten. You are bitten by a dog.
Ow.
If you allow the same dog to lick the wound, will it heal quicker, or might this lead to infection?
I think Audrey should give me a gift. That's my answer.
Not a dog, Audrey.
Gosh. You know, because that sounds so absurd, I bet you it's correct. I'm going to go with, the same dog licking me.
Okay, Dave. Arsenio says if you're bitten by this dog, it's better for him to lick the wound. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
No, it might lead to infection if he does. You should have disagreed, and your opponent gets that square.
And they might bite.
Lori Gause, pick a star.
Jean to win.
Jean Rayburn.
Watch yourself.
Princess Diana and Prince Charles have a son. What's his name?
His name is Edward. He was named after his grandfather.
Lori, to win, he says that Princess Diana and Prince Charles' son was Edward. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
The son's name was William. No, you should have disagreed, and your opponent gets that square. You're back in the game, Dave. Pick a star for me.
Fred, please.
Fred Travalena, and whoever else may be in his square. This person was born Anne Frances Robbins, Fred, but she has become famous under another name. Is she Anne Margaret, Little Orphan Annie, or Nancy Reagan?
We'll say. Let me hear that again.
She was born Anne Frances Robbins. You have 3 choices as to who she is. Right. Anne Margaret, Little Orphan Annie, or Nancy Reagan.
You know, if Muhammad Ali got this question.
I will say, because she came from Europe, I would say be Anne Margaret.
Dave, he says that Anne Frances Robbins is in fact Anne Margaret. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
It's Nancy Reagan. You should have disagreed, and your opponent gets that square. Okay, an X goes up, Lori. Pick a star for me.
Shawn to win.
Shawn Stevens.
Yes.
1984 is a presidential election year. Coincidentally, on the Chinese calendar, will it be the year of the snake, the rat, or the bull?
In the United States, it's going to be the year of the bull, but... Why don't you try saying that joke, Fred? They might laugh. I don't know. It's going to be the year of the bull.
Lori, he says that 1984 is the year of the bull on the Chinese calendar. To win the game, agree or disagree?
I disagree.
It is the year of the rat. You are right to disagree. You get the square and you win the game. Okay, she's come from behind, and that bell means the time is up with $375. Lori Gauze, once again, you're our winner. 5 of them. A 5-time winner. You've been there 4 times before. I suppose you know where to go. I didn't even have to tell her. Join Gene Rayburn for your big shot at the super match. And Dave Harden. She just came up on you at the end there, Dave. You're an excellent player. You really gave her a scare. You got $250. You got our thanks for being on Match Game Hollywood Squares. Attaboy. And now, Gene Rayburn.
Okay, John. Here we are once again for the 5th time with Lori. And we're going to take a break now, and then we'll be back with our 9 celebrities and Lori and her chance at the big money right after these messages.
Now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Okay, Gene Wood. Now, Lori, this is your 5th time in this very position where you will have a shot at the really big money. And according to the rules, 5 is the limit. So we will wish you very well now as we start the big money super match where you can win up to $30,000. And if you're ready, we'll begin.
I'm ready.
Here we go. We polled a recent studio audience and we said, write down your best answer to this. Nose blank. Now, the top answer pays $1,000. And the second most popular, $500. And the third answer pays $250. Okay, you may enlist the aid of any 3 of our 9 celebrities for suggestions here. Nose blank. Whom do you want to call on first?
Arsenio.
Yeah, in Hollywood, I would think the answer on everyone's mind would be nose job.
Really? Okay.
Okay.
The poll was taken among 100 little old ladies in Upper Montclair, New Jersey, Arsenio.
Oh, okay.
I'm only kidding. It was taken here.
Okay, Markie.
Nose spray.
Nose
that's
spray.
a good answer.
That's who we have. Nose job, nose spray. One more.
Audrey.
Nosebleed.
Nosebleed. All right, those are the 3. You may choose one of those, or you may come up with one of your own. What is your pleasure here?
Nosebleed.
You want nosebleed? That's Audrey's answer. All right, let's find out if nosebleed is up there. Let's go over to the board and see. Nosebleed is up there right off the bat. The $250 response.
Job is probably.
All right.
Nose job.
Let's take a look at the $500 response. Nosegay. A nosegay is a small bouquet of flowers.
In that audience.
We're right. It's a nosegay.
A nosegay. Quiet!
That's the nose on
A
Santa Monica
nosegay
Boulevard.
is a small bouquet of flowers, about so big. And they're very attractive and fragrant. It's a nosegay.
That's right.
You wear them. That's exactly
You
right.
don't have nosegays in the ghetto of Cleveland. Hey, brother, here's a nosegay, and have a good time.
Or a gay nose. Anyway, what do you think is under the big one, audience?
Nose guard.
Job.
Job.
Job. That seems to be
Job.
the consensus. Job. All right, slide the big one. Nose job it is.
J-O-B.
So Arsenio's nose job was there. Now you've got $250. You're going to play the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. And remember, they all have the hidden numbers there, 10, 20, 30. If you pick one with a 10, we multiply by 10, and one with a 20, and so forth. One, of course, has the 30. And if you choose that one, your $250 will be multiplied by 30. And time now to make your pick.
Markie.
All right, Markie. Take that tab and pull it in a vertical direction, and we're playing multiplying by 10, which gives you a total of $2,500 you are playing for. A pretty good amount. Good luck to you on your last trip up here. Here it is for $2,500. Markie, you'll write your response to this. It's Blank Brothers or Blank Brothers. I'll give you both accents. Sure got rhythm, Arsenio.
Arsenio's going into shaft.
All right. Markie is ready. Your job now is to match her for $2,500. How do you do that with blank brothers?
Big Brothers.
Big Brothers, you say? All right. The only answer that came to your mind, did you reject any others?
Yeah.
Which ones did you reject?
Osmond Brothers, Jackson Brothers, Smothers Brothers.
You rejected all those?
Yeah.
All right. She says Big Brothers. It's a social program in most of the big cities in the country. Markie, what do you say?
Blood Brothers.
Blood Brothers. That's another good one.
Sorry.
A lot of good answers here. Yours was good, and so was hers, and so were your rejects, too.
I said George.
Anyway, you have a grand total now of $26,875. We congratulate you for not leaving here empty-handed. We'll be right back right after these messages. All right, audience. Which star do you think has the big 3-0? Why don't you step over there, John?
I'm not 30.
Which star has the big 3-0? I say it's Shawn. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Go. Audrey. Okay, thank you, one and all stars. You were wonderful. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. You were wonderful. Once again, our congratulations to Laurie for her $26,875.
That's no Band-Aid, Laurie Boss.
Right.
Boy, oh boy.
Join us here tomorrow for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
A member of our studio audience will receive Hitachi's cassette match music system, FM, AM stereo receiver with 7.5 watts per channel, belt drive turntable with magnetic cartridge, two-way high drone cone speaker system furnished by Hitachi. This is Gene Wood speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. A Mark Goodson television production.